Okay, we're rolling.
Okay. Hello and welcome to Hubba's House video podcast program, live from downtown Elm Springs, South Dakota. Population 6, 10 on weekends.
How was that?
That sounded perfect.
I am Hubba. My real name is Matthew J. Trask. Why'd I have someone else introduce my video? This is Bob Bosse from South Dakota Public Television. I'm being interviewed by them today about my website, which I am extremely grateful for, but I thought I'd turn the tables on them. Experimented a little with my dobro here playing the 6-note South Dakota Public TV theme. But I'm now going to interview Bob Bosse. Bob, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you for helping us out, too.
Did you have a nice drive?
We had a great drive.
Came
we
through.
left early this morning from Vermilion, and we were here about 1 in the afternoon.
Saw about a quarter of the southern tier of the state.
We did.
Something like that.
We saw plenty of South Dakota on the way here.
Well,
and plenty of road construction.
Lots of road construction. Yep. That gets to be a problem around here. Yeah. I'm just so happy they're here. I would like to thank my videographer today, Kayla Roberts from South Dakota Public TV, who I had put down her professional video equipment and run my flip video camera. Thank you, Kayla, for doing this for me. Bob, you're asking me about the web. Maybe I can ask you about the web. We're becoming less and less, because of the web and broadband and DSL and all that stuff we were talking about, less and less entertainment short. You know, we were talking about it used to be in several parts of the country, in the state, you were the only game in town.
Yep, that's true.
And now there's web, there's all this stuff. Has that hurt South Dakota Public Television?
It has not hurt us. In fact, you know, like what you're saying is everybody is now a video producer and a television producer, or at least on the web video. And you know, people with flip video cameras, it really has changed the way that the world works in television, broadcasting, and video. But we embrace this change. You know, we have a fairly extensive website with South Dakota Public Broadcasting as well. We take all of our local productions and we put them on the web. We invite comments from people and things like that. So we want to get involved in this and have people as much involved with our website as we possibly can. But you're right, it's changed. It used to be you needed, you know, $1 million or, you know, $100,000 camera, and you know, the budgets for every production that you saw on television. Now it's just people pulling out in some cases, their cell phones and providing video and doing their own programming. And some of it's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah. My mom and dad threw the TV off a cliff when I was about 10 years old. But later on in life, I was poisoning prairie dogs for a living, and we lived in a camper in Kinkin Beard Draw down by Norris, South Dakota. And South Dakota Public TV was the only channel we could get down in that little draw. So you do provide a needed service to prairie dog poisoners in camp.
I'm glad we're helping out. We're the prairie dog poisoners out there. Sorry for the prairie dogs, but
don't be. How long have you been working for South Dakota Public TV?
I've been with South Dakota Public TV almost 11 years now.
Yeah.
And started off as an associate producer, and then I worked as a producer. I did a whole lot of Dakota Life segments and used to produce this show. And then about 7 years ago, I got promoted to director of television, which means I'm in charge of all the programming that we do, including the local programming and all of the local production.
Are you enjoying this opportunity to get out and do some soldiering today?
Absolutely. You know, it's been a couple of years since I've done a Dakota Life segment, and it's exciting to come out here, and I'm remembering how much fun this is.
Yeah.
To come out and meet people and come into their house and ask them questions and tell their stories. I forgot how much fun this was.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're having fun. As a person who shines the spotlight on our state, what is your favorite event or activity or season, region even?
My favorite, well, everybody loves the Black Hills.
Yeah.
I love the Black Hills. They're beautiful no matter what time of year. We were talking on the way here how we'd like to get up and go through Spearfish Canyon, see the fall colors right now. But really, you know, the most beautiful part of South Dakota, in my opinion, is from like Chamberlain south along the Missouri River.
That is
through that area.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a couple highways that you go through there, and every chance I get, if I have an excuse to drive one of those highways, I will, just because that's such beautiful scenic area.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mean to discuss back with you, but I like Highway 18 down through the Pine Ridge Reservation
Yep,
as well.
absolutely.
I think it's called Highway 18.
Yep.
Through all those creeks down there, that's also pretty too.
Beautiful
Yeah.
place.
I tell you what we can do. I should film in here more often. If nothing else, it gives me impetus to keep this room clean. I cleaned up for these guys, but we have the computer behind it, and this is my website. If you go to the partners and links up here, as soon as it comes up, my computer's being cantankerous, and you scroll down, I am linked to South Dakota Public Broadcasting. Here's their new website, and you just got this put up in the end of July, you were telling me?
We toward the end of July, we got the new website. It's a redesign. We've always had a fairly extensive website, and they've spent probably the last year redesigning this. Sort of the challenge was we had so much stuff in there already. How do you adapt that to the new format? So they've done a really nice job, and we continue to work on it. But you'll find there's a lot of video on there.
Yeah.
Promos for our programs. All of our local productions are on there, so it's pretty cool. You'll be seeing your segment on there at some point.
You can get on there to see when my segment will be. All the fun happenings of South Dakota Public TV. I have been amazed, especially in the last couple of years, and I think it's just going to accelerate how much of the older generations are embracing the internet. People that I never thought I would see on the internet are now my Facebook friends.
Yep, exactly. I have an uncle out in California. I think he's 94 years old, might be 95 by now. And I bet I get 3 emails a day from him. He just has this whole active community of people that he's involved with, that they send jokes and pictures and stuff back and forth. It's a godsend.
Yeah.
Think of where he'd be without that.
Yeah, right. Well, isn't the internet a wonderful thing? I think we're going to wrap this up so Kayla can get back to her real camera, and we're going to have some more fun this afternoon. They think will be on there. The South Dakota Life program will be on there in May, they think. Stay tuned to stpb.gov for further announcements. From Hubba's house, I am Hubba. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Hubba.
For being on the program.
You bet.